If you're already over 60, I want you to take just a few seconds and ask yourself a very familiar question. What do I drink every day? And is it actually helping my body or quietly making things harder? So many people I meet in my clinic give me almost the same answer. Doctor, I eat the same way I always have. Doctor, I don't eat anything strange. Doctor, I only drink 1 glass of milk a day. But then they keep talking. Their bones feel weaker. They don't feel as steady when they walk. Their stomach feels bloated or uncomfortable more easily. Their sleep becomes lighter and more broken. And deep inside, there's a quiet fear they don't always say out loud. What if I fall? What if one day I can't take care of myself anymore? After 60, what changes isn't just the number on your birthday. Your body simply doesn't react to food the same way it used to. Things that once felt harmless can suddenly become harder to handle. And habits that seemed good for you for decades sometimes need to be looked at again, calmly and scientifically. Milk is a perfect example. Some people believe, if I drink milk every day, my bones will stay strong. Others sigh and say, every time I drink it, my stomach feels uncomfortable and I get tired. And many people feel stuck in the middle, not knowing who to believe, whether they should keep drinking it or stop. They're afraid of making the wrong choice. And at this stage of life, making the wrong choice feels like risking independence. I understand that feeling very well. My name is Dr. David Warren. I'm 60 years old myself. And after more than 30 years working with older adults, I've heard this sentence thousands of times. Doctor, I don't need to live longer than anyone else. I just want to stay strong enough to take care of myself. And that's exactly why I want to talk to you today. This video is not about saying milk is good or bad. It's not about telling you to drink more. And it's not about telling you to cut it out completely. We're going to talk about something much more important. What actually happens inside your body when you drink milk every day after 60. Milk can support your bones, your muscles, your balance, and even your sleep. But it can also cause digestive discomfort, fatigue, and extra strain on your body if it's used the wrong way. The difference isn't your age. The difference is understanding. If you've ever wondered, should I keep drinking milk or not? When is the best time to drink it? How much is enough? And why does the same milk make one person feel better and another feel worse? Then today I'm going to explain this to you clearly, slowly, and realistically in a way that fits the body of someone over 60. Part 1. After 60, your bones don't become weak because of age. They become weak because the body can no longer hold on to what it has. After 60, there is a very important scientific truth that many people have never had explained to them clearly. Your bones are no longer building new strength the way they did when you were younger. They are quietly trying to hold on to what's left, and here's the dangerous part. Bone loss does not cause pain. There are no warning signs. You can walk around feeling normal, until one small slip in the bathroom suddenly changes everything. Bones are living tissue. They are constantly being built, broken down, and rebuilt. When you're younger, building happens faster than breakdown. Bones become thicker and stronger. After 60, breakdown slowly starts to outpace building. Without enough support, bones become thinner and more fragile. Calcium is one of the main building blocks of bone. Milk is one of the easiest sources of calcium for the body to absorb. But at this age, drinking milk alone is no longer enough. Your body can only hold on to calcium when 3 things work together. Calcium, vitamin D, signals from movement that tell the bones they are being used. Miss even one of these, and calcium can pass right through your body without being stored. When bones are properly supported, you feel steadier stepping off a curb. Your legs shake less on stairs, your reflexes are better when you lose balance. And most importantly, your risk of fractures from falls goes down. This isn't just a medical issue, it's a confidence issue. Many older adults slow down not because they're in pain, but because they're afraid of falling. Stronger bones lead to a steadier mind, and that helps you live more actively every day. If you drink milk to support your bones after 60, I usually remind my patients of 4 simple things. First, moderation matters, whereas serving a day is enough for most people. More does not mean stronger bones. Second, vitamin D is essential about 15 and 20 minutes of morning sunlight or supplementation if your doctor recommends it. Third, Don't stay still all day. Gentle walking, standing up and sitting down a few times. Light household movement. These small movements send a message to your bones. Stay strong. Fourth, choose the right type of milk. Low fat or reduced fat if you're concerned about heart health. It doesn't need to be expensive. It needs to fit your body. I often tell my patients this: bones are not afraid of aging. Bones are afraid of being ignored. If you drink milk every day, but never get sunlight, rarely move, sit most of the day, your bones will still weaken. But if you drink the right amount, move consistently, pay attention to your body, you're giving your bones a reason to stay strong with you. Part 2. Why milk causes bloating after 60, and why it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. There's a very familiar moment many older adults experience, but rarely talk about. You drink a glass of milk, just like you've done for decades, and not long after, your stomach starts to feel tight, heavy, bloated. Sometimes there's gas. Sometimes you just feel uncomfortable and tired. And you think, I've been drinking milk my whole life. Why is this happening now? The answer lies in a quiet change that happens after 60. Inside your intestines, there's an enzyme called lactase. Its job is to break down lactose, the natural sugar in milk. When you're younger, your body produces enough lactase. Milk is digested easily. After 60, lactase production slowly decreases. Lactose isn't fully digested. It ferments in the gut, creating gas and discomfort. What I want you to understand clearly is this. This is not a disease. It does not mean your body is failing. It's simply a normal part of aging. When people understand this, they stop blaming themselves. They stop cutting milk out completely out of fear, and they stop missing out on benefits that milk can still provide. I've had many patients tell me, "Doctor, I just stopped drinking milk altogether." But after adjusting how they use it, they realize their body wasn't rejecting milk. It was asking for a different approach. Here's what I usually suggest. Don't drink large amounts at once. Avoid ice-cold milk straight from the fridge. Try lactose-free milk or fermented dairy like yogurt or kefir. Pay attention to how your body feels afterward. If you feel lighter, you're doing it right. If you feel heavy, it's a signal to adjust, not to give up. I never tell my patients, just tolerate it. I tell them, your body is talking to you, listen. Part 3, milk, muscle strength, and the quiet key to staying independent after 60. One of the changes I see most often in older adults doesn't happen loudly. It happens quietly. A man who once carried heavy bags now struggles to open a jar. A woman who once stood up easily now needs to push off the chair. Not because of pain, but because of weakness. After 60, the body naturally loses muscle. This process is slow, painless, and often dismissed as just aging. But muscle isn't just about strength. Muscle keeps you balanced. It helps you react when you slip. It allows you to stand up, sit down, and move safely. When muscle weakens, fall risk increases. Even if your bones are strong, milk provides high-quality protein that helps preserve muscle mass, slow muscle loss, support recovery after movement. But let me be very clear. Milk does not replace movement. Movement does not replace nutrition. They must work together. When muscles are properly supported, you stand up without using your hands, you walk with more confidence. Stairs feel less intimidating. Most importantly, you begin to trust your body again, and that confidence encourages more movement, creating a healthy cycle. If you want milk to support your muscles after 60, remember this. Timing matters. Morning helps activate muscles. Light evening intake can support recovery. Pair it with gentle movement. Walking 15 to 30 minutes, slow sit-to-stand exercises. Daily stretching, even light movement sends your muscles a message. You're still needed. Milk can slow muscle loss, but it cannot do the job alone. I often tell my patients, losing muscle doesn't make you old. Losing muscle takes away your freedom. You don't need a gym. You don't need heavy weights. You need enough nourishment, daily movement, respect for your body's limits. That's how you protect your ability to stand strong on your own. Part 4, Milk and Heart Health. What many people over 60 fear and often misunderstand. In my clinic, there's one sentence I hear over and over again. Doctor, I like milk, but I'm afraid of my heart, afraid of fat, afraid of cholesterol, afraid of blood pressure. And in the end, many people choose to avoid milk completely, even though they're still unsure inside. Here's the truth. Milk is not one single thing. The issue is not milk or no milk. The real issue is the type of milk, the amount of milk, and your individual heart health. Whole milk contains saturated fat. In some people, especially those who already have high LDL cholesterol, heart disease, diabetes, or high blood pressure, consuming too much saturated fat can increase strain on the heart. But that does not mean milk is the enemy. Low-fat or reduced-fat milk still provides calcium, protein, potassium, and potassium is a mineral that helps balance, sodium support, healthy blood pressure. For many people, when used correctly, milk doesn't weaken the heart. It actually helps make the overall diet more balanced. When you understand this and choose wisely, you don't have to live in fear every time you drink milk. You don't have to eliminate a familiar food, and you avoid replacing milk with things that are far worse for the heart, such as sugary drinks, cream-heavy beverages, processed foods. I've seen many people cut out milk only to replace it with coffee loaded with creamer, soda, or bottled drinks. Those are the real burdens on the heart. If you're over 60 and care about your heart health, here's what I usually suggest. First, choose the right type low-fat or reduced-fat milk. Avoid drinking large amounts of whole milk every day. Second, keep the amount reasonable. One serving a day is often enough. More does not bring more benefit. Third, look at the whole picture. Milk is just one small part of your diet. A healthy heart comes from the combination of nutrition, movement, sleep, and stress management. Fourth, know your own numbers. Cholesterol, blood pressure, blood sugar. No two bodies are the same. Your body is your most important map. I often tell my patients, your heart doesn't need fear, your heart needs understanding. Don't eliminate milk just because of vague warnings. And don't drink it mindlessly the way you did when you were younger. After 60, every choice should be based on knowledge and respect for your body. Part 5, Milk and Sleep After 60. When the body is tired but the mind refuses to rest, many people over 60 tell me the same thing, just in different words. Doctor, I'm exhausted during the day, but when I lie down at night, I can't sleep. The body feels worn out, but the mind is strangely alert. The clock shows 1 a.m., then 2, then 3. After 60, the brain produces less melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. On top of that, worries accumulate more easily. The body becomes more sensitive to noise and light. Small discomforts in the stomach, joints, or bladder can wake you up. Milk contains an amino acid called tryptophan. It helps the body produce serotonin, melatonin. These two chemicals help calm the nervous system and prepare the body for sleep. But let me be very clear. Milk is not a sleeping pill. It plays a gentle, supportive role, not a forceful one. When used properly, milk can help you relax more easily in the evening, create a sense of familiarity and safety for the brain, support a more stable sleep rhythm. Many people sleep better not because milk is powerful, but because they create a consistent evening routine. If you want to try milk to support sleep, remember this. First, a small amount is enough. 1 small cup, don't drink until you feel overly full. Second, temperature matters. Warm milk helps the nervous system relax. Cold milk can upset the stomach and make you more alert. Third, pair it with a calming routine. Dim the lights, turn off the TV and phone. Sip slowly without rushing. Fourth, if milk makes you bloated, stop. Nighttime bloating will disturb sleep. In that case, milk is not the right evening choice. I always tell my patients, sleep doesn't need force. Sleep needs a sense of safety. If milk makes you feel comfortable, use it. If it makes you uncomfortable, don't push it. After 60, your body doesn't need more pressure. It needs to be listened to. Part 6, How to Drink Milk Safely After 60. It's not whether to drink it, but how to drink it. By now, you've probably realized something important. After 60, The question is no longer whether milk is good or bad. It's whether the way you use it respects your body. As we age, digestion slows down. The body processes sugar, protein, and fat less efficiently. Nutritional needs don't increase. They often need to be simplified. Large glasses of milk, multiple times a day, can overload digestion, add excess calories, leading to fat gain, leave you feeling tired instead of energized. The body after 60 doesn't like extremes. It prefers consistency, moderation, and comfort. When you drink milk the right way, you feel lighter, less bloated, less uncomfortable. It's easier to maintain the habit long term, and you no longer feel anxious while drinking it. This is especially important for older adults. A habit is only healthy if you can live with it for many years. Principle 1. One serving is enough. Most people over 60 only need one serving per day. There's no need to drink it morning, noon, and night. Principle 2. Choose the timing that fits your body. If you feel better drinking milk in the morning, keep it there. If you sleep better with a small amount at night, use it sparingly. There is no perfect time, only the right time for you. Principle 3. Prioritize easy digestion, low fat or reduced fat, lactose-free, if you tend to bloat, fermented dairy if it suits you. Principle 4. Keep the temperature gentle, avoid ice-cold milk. Warm or room temperature is often easier. Principle 5. Observe how your body feels for 30-60 minutes afterward. Feel light. Continue. Feel heavy. Adjust. At this stage of life, I don't want you living by lists of allowed and forbidden. I want you living by understanding yourself. Milk is just a small tool, but when used correctly, it can support bone health, nourish muscles, calm the nervous system, and help you feel cared for. Final message after 60, the most important thing is not eating perfectly. It's understanding your body correctly. Milk does not decide whether you are strong or weak. How well you listen to your body does. Your body no longer needs rigid advice. It doesn't need someone saying, this is good, that is bad. It needs respect, observation, and gentle adjustment. When milk is used properly, it can help bones stay strong, slow muscle loss, support balance and confidence in movement, and for some people, gently improve sleep. But when it causes ongoing discomfort, a heavy feeling, fear while drinking it, then milk stops being care and becomes a burden. After more than 30 years as a doctor, and as someone who is also 60 years old, I want to tell you this. Getting older does not mean becoming weak. Getting older means learning how to care for yourself more wisely. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to follow anyone blindly. You just need to understand your body a little better each day. If this video helped you feel less confused, less afraid, and more confident in making choices for yourself, I invite you to subscribe to the channel. Every day, my team and I share clear, practical health information designed for people over 50 and 60, so you don't have to figure things out alone. And before we finish, I want to remind you of something very important. This video is for educational purposes only and does not replace personal medical advice. If you have medical conditions or are under treatment, please speak directly with your doctor before changing your diet or habits. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Take care of your body with understanding. It has carried you through a lifetime.